Ladies and gentlemen, in this morning's video, I know a bit of a curveball here. It is spring, it is glorious outside, the sun is shining through, the birds are chirping. My original plan for this video was to leave the window open, but it's just leading to, it's active out here, cars are pulling up, so it's kind of making it not as relaxing as I want it to be, but I definitely do want to do a video in nature where you're listening to the birds, and maybe it's not just my room with the window open. But for now, we're just going to let the sun do its thing, shine through, and I'm going to read you 50 facts about nature. It's been a while since I've done one of these types of videos. I did space facts, I think I did fun facts or random facts, and I want to do more of these because I just think they're dope, and we're both learning stuff here. So with that said, let's get into the 50 facts about nature, And by the way, I do have a nose strip on. I just wanted to address that before someone was like, what is on bro's nose? I ordered these a while ago to help with sleep, and actually they're just really good for the mornings if I have a clogged nose. So there you go. Probably didn't want to know that, but you know what? There you go. There's the first fact about nature, guys. That is the first fact. But let's actually get into the list here. So, more than 31,000 species are currently threatened with extinction, according to the IUCN Red List. So we're really starting off with a fun fact here. Now that's a pretty unfortunate way to start off. But there you go. The American rainforest. You ever been there? The American rainforest, it's crazy. Look, it says the Amazon rainforest. Before I go any further, I should warn you that I have my glasses off, and I kid you not, I took my computer from an average 100% zoom to 250%, and I still am struggling. That's how bad my eyesight is. I need help. So I'm gonna justify the American rainforest with that, because I am literally, you should see how big this is comically large text. I will just say that. So the Amazon rainforest is the world's largest tropical rainforest, covering over 5.5 million square kilometers. That is insane. I don't really know if I can comprehend 5.5 million square kilometers. It's like probably the size of my room. I'm kidding, of course. Hope you can see. Wow. I mean, some good commentary from Silent ASMR, he says the fact, and then he's just gonna probably just say, wow. Number 3, the Great Barrier Reef is the planet's largest coral reef system and can be seen from space. I don't know if I've heard this one before. That sounds familiar, that it can be seen from space. I've never seen, I don't think, what it looks like. Unless I have, and I just didn't know it, right? I just don't think I've seen what it looks like from space. I'm gonna have to search up a picture of that one. Number 4, Mount Everest at 2. Oh, boys, we need to up this font size on this one. 29,000. That's not what I would have said if I didn't zoom in right there. 29,032 feet above sea level is the highest point on Earth. Okay, that I knew. I did not know it was 29,032 feet. That is, once again, guys, that is just wild. I mean, number 5. The Mariana. That is how you say that, right? I'm questioning everything. The Mariana Trench. The deepest part of the world's oceans reaches a depth of approximately 36,000 feet. Whoa. So Mount Everest is the highest point at 29,000 feet. The Mariana Trench is going 36,000 feet deep into the ocean. Very interesting. Yeah, the ocean is insane. Again, good, nice comment. But I think one of the movies, I realized that surprisingly, just because I watched it recently, I watched The Meg 2, and that's where you really kind kind of start to think about, like, damn, this stuff goes deep, you know what I mean? Like, what is... And then you hear, you know, we haven't explored. I'm sure it's improved a little bit, because I always hear someone saying, you know, we've only explored 5%. I feel like it's been that way for a long time, so I have to imagine it's gone up a little bit, maybe. But, yeah, the fact that, you know, we don't even know the depths of our own planet yet is pretty insane in terms of, like, the ocean. This one, oh, wow, I didn't know this. More than 80% of the Earth's surface is volcanic in origin. Wow, that's interesting. I thought I was going to say more than 80% of the Earth's surface is water, which is also crazy because it's like, I think that's what your body is, right? It's like 70-80% water or something like that. So very interesting how these things kind of, how nature kind of correlates like that. Very interesting. The Sahara Desert is the largest hot desert, not desert, guys, in the world, covering an area similar to the size of the United States. Dang, man, that is wild. The Sahara Desert is the largest hot desert in the world, covering an area similar to the size of the USA. I mean, dang. Number 8. The Nile River is the longest river in the world, flowing over 6,000. Oh, glad we went close to the screen on that one. 6,600 kilometers. Kilometers. Again, just have no way of knowing how long 6,600 kilometers actually is. That is wild. This is an interesting one. Biodiversity hotspots are regions with a significant amount of biodiversity that is threatened with destruction. There are 36 biodiversity hotspots around the world. Biodiversity hotspots are regions with a significant amount of biodiversity that is threatened with destruction. There are 36 biodiversity hotspots. Interesting. I wonder... Biodiversity hotspots, I want to look more into that. 36 worldwide. I wonder what classifies as a biodiversity hotspot. I guess just something that... I was wondering what they look like. I don't know. Number 10. I think we're on, if I can read that. The Earth's atmosphere is composed of 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and trace amounts of other gases, including carbon dioxide and neon. 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen. Interesting. What does that take us to? 99%. So then the remaining 1% is what? Carbon dioxide, nitrogen, or carbon dioxide and neon. Trace amounts of other gases. Number 11. Lightning strikes the Earth about 100 times every second. Whoa. I'm not often thinking about, you know, worldwide lightning strikes. That is very interesting. 100 times every second. I don't know if I really see lightning strikes happen too often. The coolest storm I ever saw, I was down the shore actually, and you could, like, just over the ocean, it was just literally just a lightning storm. Like, it was just rapid. Like, there was a lot of lightning, but it looked so cool over the ocean. Number 12, the Pacific Ocean is the largest ocean, covering more than 30% of the Earth's surface. Dang. The largest ocean, covering more than 30%. That is ridiculous. Number 13, trees are the longest living organisms on Earth, with some bristlecone pine trees in the USA being over 5,000 years old. What? 5,000? It makes you think, man, are we supposed to be living longer? Maybe not 5,000, but that is ridiculous. like, yeah, the Earth is flat, and I probably just pissed off a lot of flat earthers there. So, you know, if you are a flat earther, unfortunately, you may have just unsubscribed from my channel, but I don't know how many are out there. But the Antarctic ice sheet is the largest single mass of ice on Earth, holding around 60% of the world's fresh water. I mean, what else can I say to these facts? But damn, you know, the Antarctic ice sheet is the largest single mass of ice on Earth, holding around 60% of the world's fresh water. Wow, that is crazy. The Amazon River discharges 5 times as much water as the Nile River, making it the largest river by discharge in the world. Whoa, I actually don't necessarily know what discharge means. Why do I not know what that means? It discharges 5 times as much water, making it the largest river by discharge in the world. I'm sure everyone knows what that means, but I will look into it later. There are more than, we're gonna have to grab a little close up here, 8.7 million species of plants and animals on Earth, with many still undiscovered. That is wild. I mean, 8.7 million species of plants and animals on Earth, with many still undiscovered. Right back to the ocean, right? It's like, how much do we really know, right? We think we know a lot. I'm sure we do. But that is wild. Many still undiscovered. It kind of makes you, like, excited, though, about, like, I mean, the ocean thing always got me excited, too. Like, if we've only explored 5%, like, what's the rest like? Like, is there a Little Mermaid type thing going on down there, you know, that we could all just sing under the sea when we, you know, find the other 95%, what's down there? But it's pretty cool to think about, though, especially because it's our planet, right? It's like we don't even got to take, you know, Elon's rocket to Mars to you know, find new stuff. It's like literally on this planet. Wild. The Venus flytrap can close its trap in about, was it 0.1 second to catch prey? Okay, so never mess with the Venus flytrap. That is insane. For those of you who don't know, that is a, you know, what we call in, this is a stupid joke, but what we call in Plants vs. Zombies, we call that a chomper, you know. If you know, you know. But that is crazy. So that is literally just, you know, the little plant that snatches flies, but, or I guess prey. I guess it doesn't have to be a fly per se. I actually don't know the case on that, but 0.1 second. I mean, that is alarming. I also really want to see a Venus flytrap, because that is probably something that, like, it's interesting, but also like a bit spooky. Next we have bamboo is one of the fastest growing plants in the world, with some species growing up to 91 centimeters or 35 inches within a 24-hour period. That is crazy. I feel like I knew this for some reason, though. Why do I know that bamboo grows fast? I thought there was like a parable or some kind of story about like the bamboo not growing for so long and then all of a sudden it just goes. But this is saying within 24 hours it grows 35 inches, which is wild, or 91 centimeters. Next, more than half of the world's largest geothermal energy comes from the United States, Philippines, and Indonesia. I can't tell what that necessarily means, geothermal. Geothermal energy, I can't tell if that's like a major compliment to the US, Philippines, and Indonesia, or it's something we don't want. Interesting. Geothermal energy. The age of the Earth is estimated to be about 4.54 billion years old. I swear, someone I follow recently made a post of some article that said we recently found out the universe is 2 times older than we thought. Of course, this is talking about the Earth. I should say that, but there's an interesting fact there that like whatever we thought it was before, it's like 2 times times older. I don't know if what stands with the Earth, but 4.54 billion years old. I mean, again, respect your elders. I mean, that is crazy. Really makes you think. It really puts you into a morning existential crisis. Stay hydrated, ladies and gentlemen. We are on 22 here. The Dead Sea is one of the saltiest bodies of water on Earth, allowing people to float easily. Of course, I knew this one. I say of course, it's just, I don't know, I just did. Yeah, never experienced that though, just being able to just float in there. Interesting. Maybe it's like a float tank, you know, at night. Just go in there. I wanted to do a float tank, and I actually scheduled one a long time ago, and I ended up canceling it because I had something that day and I never rescheduled. And I really do want to do that because I would just love to see what happens when I just am alone for an hour in a dark box floating. I wonder if, like, I don't know. I think it would be interesting. I think I'd learn a lot. The natural world, is that right? The natural world produces over 3,000 types of fruits, but the average person has only tasted 10% of them. This is me, absolutely guaranteed. Every day I'm eating strawberries, blueberries, banana, kiwi, sometimes a cucumber, which is questionable because there's a lot of things I'm finding out that like are vegetables, but they can be fruits. It's really weird stuff. I have no idea what I'm talking about. That's crazy. 3,000 types of fruits. I literally eat the same like pretty much four fruits every day. So you can absolutely guarantee, and I know I'm not the only one because I'm like, those have to be the most common. Everybody knows like pineapple. I was never into like cantaloupe. So what is there? Pineapple, cantaloupe, passion fruit, dragon fruit, mango. I'm trying to think of other things I have like occasionally, but not a lot. Passion fruit, dragon fruit, mango, cantaloupe, pineapple, watermelon, banana, strawberry, apple, blueberry, banana, kiwi. Wow. I mean, even that's a lot of fruit right there, but certainly not 3,000. 24. The honey fungus in Oregon is thought to be the largest living organism, spreading over 2,200 acres. I have no idea what the honey fungus is in Oregon, but that's number 24. 25. A single tree can absorb as much as 48 pounds of carbon dioxide per year. That, wow, okay. Makes me wonder how much, oxygen a person is breathing in per year. Is that a valid question? If we're gonna reverse the roles here and say they can take in 48 pounds of carbon dioxide. Interesting stuff. Number 26. The deepest part of the ocean is called the Challenger Deep, located in the Mariana Trench. The Challenger Deep. That is, I'm telling you, I just keep getting flashbacks of the Meg, guys. I mean, Jason Statham literally just absolutely annihilated. You know what? I won't spoil it if you haven't seen the Meg 2. I mean, it's good, but it's also like pretty comical how Jason Statham kind of just annihilates 3 Megs. That's all I'll say. Every ocean fact is going to lead to the Meg. The speed of sound in water is about 1,484 meters per second, nearly 4.3 times faster than in the air. That's interesting. Okay, I gotta catch myself. I just realized I probably said that's interesting after every single fact. But they are. That's kind of the point of this thing. I thought I just heard something crazy about like sonar too in the water, about how like a shark or like something, I can't remember what it was, like can like pick up on a fish in a school of a ton of fish, and can pick which one's like off or something. I don't even know how though. Like, was it like a sonar thing or like I don't know, but yeah, I don't know enough about any marine biology just heard that recently. I think it was like a health-related video, and I don't actually know how the guy got to the topic of talking about that, but there was some correlation, obviously. Wow, 4.3 times faster than in the air. The Okavango Delta in Botswana is one of the world's largest inland deltas. The Okavango, right? Just making sure I got that. Okavango Delta in Botswana is one of the world's largest inland deltas. Number 29, the Pacific Ring of Fire is the most geologically active area on Earth, home to over 75% of the world's active and dormant volcanoes. That is ridiculous, guys. It's not interesting, it's ridiculous. I switched up this time. 30. The age of a tree can be determined by counting its rings. I have heard this. I will probably not be counting any trees' rings, but if I need to know, I will definitely do that. Over 90% of the world's volcanic activity occurs in the ocean. I feel like I should have known that, but I also did not know that. The Angel Falls in Venezuela are the world's highest uninterrupted waterfall with a height of 370. Oh, no. Whoa, let's backtrack. 979 meters or 3,212 feet. I would love to see that. Venezuela, the Angel Falls. I mean, gotta love a good waterfall. I mean, seriously, I've been seeing videos of a ton of videos of Switzerland, and I'm like, dude, could you imagine an ASMR video in Switzerland? I'm talking like the luscious green field, right? Waterfalls in mountains. Like like, if you know, again, if you know, you know, right? It's these. Again, it's probably like one area in Switzerland. I can't imagine it's all of Switzerland, but it is like gorgeous, man. And I'm just like, if I could get out there and make a video, you're just looking at me in a giant, luscious green field. That is the nature we want. That's where we want 50 nature facts, right? Not when this dude's sitting in his room with his blinds open, right? But yeah, Switzerland ASMR, man. There you go. That's some nature ASMR that I want to do, right? There are about 10,000 thunderstorms occurring around the world at any given time. I like facts like this, where just like right now, 100 lightning strikes are happening, right? Like, there are 10,000 thunderstorms occurring around the world at any given time. Fortunately, not here, not now, at, 8, 9 in the morning. Like I said, it's quite glorious. But that could change. The Arctic Ocean is the smallest and shallowest of the world's 5 major oceans. So just throwing shots at the Arctic here, unfortunately. I'm going to have to look at this one closer. The Siberian traps in Russia represent one of the largest known volcanic events in the last 500 million years. Why do I not know anything about the Siberian traps in Russia? The more you know. The Great Ocean Conveyor Belt is a constantly moving system of deep ocean. It's blocking my view here. Circulation driven by temperature and I believe that says salinity. Again, outside of my vocabulary, but temperature and salinity. The Great Ocean Conveyor Belt is a constantly moving system of deep ocean circulation driven by temperature and salinity. Interesting. The giant sequoia trees of California are some of the largest living things by volume on Earth. Whoa. The giant sequoia trees in California. Another thing, I gotta see that. Like, imagine me in a redwood forest. Imagine anybody in a redwood forest, or by the giant sequoia trees in California. I mean, that's an ASMR video I want to see. I want to see literally the largest trees ever, and then just me, a little tiny silent ASMR, just like, yeah, guys, we're gonna be tapping on trees, and that's is that allowed? I mean, 5,000-year-old trees, and I'm gonna go up and tap on them for an ASMR video. I don't know. I mean, how many likes would it take? I don't know. Joking, of course, maybe. The ozone layer, which absorbs and scatters the solar ultraviolet radiation. Make sure I read that right. The ozone layer, which absorbs and scatters the solar ultraviolet radiation, atmosphere. No comment. I mean, I can't keep saying it's awesome. It's interesting. Oh, boys, this is going to be an interesting one. Oh, that's not bad. Phytoplankton. I just can't see anything. Phytoplankton, tiny oceanic organisms, contribute significantly to the atmosphere, the atmospheric oxygen. Wow, really? Phytoplankton, so small plankton. I don't actually, does phyto mean, I'm trying to think of the base word of phyto. I don't know if it has anything to do with light, because that would be photo more, I think, right? Interesting. I'm trying to think what the phyto would mean. They're tiny, so does phyto mean like just tiny plankton? Probably not. Wouldn't think they would contribute to atmospheric oxygen, though. The Earth's core is as hot as the surface of the sun, with temperatures up to 5,500 degrees Celsius or 6,900. No. Once again, cannot read. 9,932 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow. The Earth's core. That is crazy. I'm getting to the existential crisis level, guys, if I keep thinking about this long enough. Which is good for the morning, you know, to get like some zoom out of like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you need that sometimes. You need the appreciation, which is kind of why I'm doing this, you know. As I just say, interesting every fact. The Atacama Desert in Chile, is considered the driest place on Earth. Okay, so it's not the Sahara, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Atacama Desert. So there you go. The northern lights, or the aurora borealis, are caused by collisions between electrically charged particles from the sun and the Earth's atmosphere. I feel like I would need a better explanation. I mean, I knew something was probably happening with... I mean, I don't know if I would have put it that way. I don't know if I could have articulated that, but I feel like I want a further explanation, because I actually still don't think that does it justice of like how... I guess that's like a simplified version of what's happening. Another thing where I'm like, bro, imagine I mean, I'm going crazy here. Aurora Borealis ASMR. I mean, these things gotta happen, guys. Now we are on 43. The biosphere, the global sum of all ecosystems, was first proposed by the geologist Edward Seuss in 1875. The global sum of all ecosystems, the biosphere, was proposed by geologist Edward Seuss. 44. Whoa. Guys, I mean, this is bad. Just give me 1 moment. Methuselah. That sounds right. An ancient bristlecone pine tree in California is over 4,800 years old, making it one of the oldest known living organisms. Wow, props. Methuselah. That's a trigger word, guys. I mean, I'm just gonna say it. Coral reefs are some of the most biodiverse ecosystems on the planet, housing tens of thousands of marine species. I mean, man, I gotta scuba dive, you know. I gotta see the oceans, because this is making me quite interested. The water cycle describes the continuous movement of water on, above, and below the surface of the Earth. The water cycle, that is a capital T, a capital W, capital C. I'm gonna look into that. That's interesting. The Krakatoa eruption, I could be butchering these, in 1883 was one of the deadliest and most destructive volcanic events in recorded history. Wow, another thing where I'm like, that sounds like something you should know. But I don't. Oh, this one I do. Bioluminescence. This is amazing. If you don't know what bioluminescence is, search up a video. Bioluminescence is the production and emission of light by living organisms seen in creatures like fireflies and deep-sea fish. If you don't know what a bioluminescent ocean is, it is crazy. Imagine, like, it kind of reminds me of, like, there's a wallpaper of, like, an astronaut, like, floating in space, and he's, like, in this, like, cosmic, like, red blue, and it's like an awesome wallpaper, like a live wallpaper, that. Like, you can watch people go into an ocean, and as they step and like kick the water, it lights up blue. It's crazy. So a night swim would be wild with bioluminescence. That's crazy. The concept of ecological footprint measures how much land and water area a human population requires to produce the resources it consumes and to absorb its wastes. Interesting. Ecological footprint. Now, guys, we're on the last one here. More than 20% of the Amazon rainforest has been destroyed. Whoa, in the last 50 years due to deforestation. Wow. Really, we had to start on a bad note of things going extinct and then end on a bad note of more than 20% of the Amazon rainforest has been destroyed. Let's end on the bioluminescence, guys, or something like that. I mean, that is, again, another, like, absolute, like, dream to see. I mean, that would be insane. I don't actually know where. I've searched up before, but I don't know where you would even get yourself a bioluminescent ocean. Not that you're buying it, but you know what I mean. Like, where would you go? And how common is it? Because I can't imagine it's extremely common. But yeah, I guess there's to be bioluminescent fish, because it's talking about deep sea fish and fireflies. So that is quite interesting. So look, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you thought of these 50 facts. Did you know a lot of these? Did you not know a lot of these? Did you find one super interesting? Did you find my commentary super, it really just helped you grasp the concepts of of the facts I was dropping? And let me know if any of these are just, if you just don't think they're right. Like, one of them was just like, I don't know about that, but I am putting my faith in GPT giving me the right information. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, viewing, all that good stuff. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the love on the channel as always, and I'm giving it right back to you as always. And with that said, if it is nice outside, go enjoy a nice day. I'm gonna crack the window open, maybe play some chess. Maybe play some chess outside. Maybe play some basketball. Get in the sun, and yeah. And if not, maybe you are just watching this at night and you're ready to fall asleep. So maybe don't do any of that. But with that said, thank you for listening, and I will catch you in the next